It's Friday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Hacking Self-Storage. I'm actually out of breath for doing that. It's Friday. So today I want to talk to you about the holiday industry. I mentioned it before a little bit, but obviously with the summer holidays, I've been taking a lot of time off and I've been going on a few holidays, which has been fantastic. But it also means I've been pricing up holidays and I've been seeing how the holiday industry works and how the price is structured. And I've been doing a little bit of research as well on it. Some of my friends are in the holiday industry. And so I thought I would bend their ear and see how they do things. Now, they really, if you think about it, there's only hotels and storage, they have a similarity because they've got rooms, they're selling space, and self-storage is a hotel for people's stuff. It's a hotel for people, is hotels, obviously. And if you look at airplane, they have so many seats to sell. That's it. Once you've been through them, that's it. They have a capacity. They have a ceiling. Hotels, they have a ceiling. Self-storage, we have a ceiling. We cannot sell more rooms than we have, obviously. And so there's a lot of similarities. But the whole industry has been around a lot longer than us. And so you would expect them to have better systems in place for demand pricing, maximizing the revenue than we have, because we're a very, very new industry. And I can confirm that the whole industry does maximize revenue better than we do. They're very, very aggressive. Do you know, when I first started self-storage, I was petrified that my customers would talk to each other. And on the Beverly group, there's a Beverly Facebook group, and somebody was saying, has anybody got any self-storage available? Does anyone know anybody where there's self-storage? And there's one guy who happens to live down my street now, actually said, yeah, I use Dean, really, really good, really convenient, And then somebody said, I use Dean as well. And then there's this guy who originally asked a question, how much is it, please? And this guy said, I pay this much for my 50 square foot. And I'm like, oh my God, everybody pays differently. I'm absolutely panicking because all of a sudden somebody else put, well, I pay more than that. Why do I pay more than that? It's the same unit. And I was like, that all of a sudden, it just gives me, I get anxiety even thinking about it now. But you would never, ever be upset with somebody on holiday. It's just expected, paying a different price than you. It's expected. The time they booked, the time you booked, how many times you visited the site, etc. There's so many parameters, so many criteria that goes into that price, rather than just one seat on the airplane, one hotel. There's so much more than that. And so we need to act differently. We need to improve, and we can improve by looking at places like the holiday industry to see what they do. We need to do more demand pricing. We've just started doing demand. Actually, we've just started it. We've been talking a good deal about doing demand pricing, but we've never really been serious about demand pricing. Why shouldn't it be more expensive to have a unit at the front of a building than it is at the back of a building? I would pay more. Would you pay more? Of course you would. But I'm taking that. You said yes. Of course you pay more. You would pay more because it's more convenient. If I can get a trolley and go straight in and within 2 seconds I'm at my unit, then I'm going to pay more than the person who has to travel, because we've got a 30,000 indoor square foot building that's got to travel 5 minutes. Time is money. Convenience is money. Why wouldn't we pay more? But for whatever reason, we as an industry, we don't feel comfortable selling it. We don't feel comfortable maximizing our opportunity, maximizing our units. The less units you've got available, the higher the price should be. If you've got 10 available, then holy God, holy shit, that when you've got one available, that difference between the price should be huge. If it's £10 a week, it should be maybe £30 a week when you've got one available. We've got to maximize. We've got to do demand pricing. And also what I learned as well, which was absolutely phenomenal for me, for different IP addresses. If you search the same holiday on your phone, on your same IP, same computer, a few times or whatever, the price will go up. The price is different for you than it is for my next door neighbor, because there's different IP address. Because that company knows that you have been looking on their screen, and the price goes up depending on the amount of visitors. And so the amount of visitors that holiday gets, the price will go up. And for you specifically as well, I still can't believe it. I'm saying that I can't believe it. It's mental. I hope I've got this right. But I've had it confirmed as well by somebody in the industry. It's bizarre. They're so intelligent that they know how many times you've gone down, and so the price will go up. And we actually tested it, by the way. I bloody tested it. I still didn't believe it. I'm thinking, no, it can't be true. But I tested it. I had a look when I wasn't in the house. I went on somebody else's Wi-Fi on my phone, checked the price, and it was £100 difference. It was, I don't know what percentage, 100 and something pound difference. It was crazy. And so my wife was searching at my home. I was searching out and about, and the price difference, because I was connected to somebody else's Wi-Fi who hasn't visited that page, that holiday, that Pacific holiday. It's nuts. But that's the level that the holiday company are playing at. They know the amount of people looking at that holiday, so demand is higher. And so if you're getting more page visits on that particular holiday, then the demand for that holiday is higher. So therefore, we actually got told by our agent, one of our friends of ours who's an agent, she said, whatever you do, stop looking, because it'll put up a price for everybody else. So you can't keep looking. Like, are you for real? And so that's what the holiday company does. It's just a timely reminder for me to tell you about how we do things. I promise you, in 10 years' time, we'll be acting completely different than we are now. We aren't maximizing our units. We aren't maximizing with demand pricing. We aren't maximizing with the availability. And we need to be more aggressive on this front. And it comes with maturity. I don't mean you being mature, me being mature. I mean with the industry being mature. I just think that we're very, very early. It's a very immature industry at the minute, not because we're immature or anything like that, but because it's very, very early days. And the best practices will come out. It'll be people like me, people like you, people trying things. As long as we try things, try, test. And then once we do that, we know what's works, what doesn't. We iterate and we improve. I love it. I think it's fascinating. So for me, it was a really, really timely reminder about how holiday companies work and hotels work, because they're not so different than us. Even though storage and hotels and holidays, there's only a finite amount of availability. And so we can learn a lot. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you on Monday morning. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I'll see you soon. Bye.